What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the RC Plane Addict. I'm Pilot Manny and I want to welcome back all the subscribers and the viewers. Thank you for coming to my channel and checking out my content. So today I have kind of a fun video going on. We are going to be exploring a flight simulator. So flight simulators in general are just great ways for you to kind of keep flying even though you're not outdoors in times that you can't fly. For example, it's March, it's windy, I can't go and fly, but I can use my flight simulator. So I'm going to be using my NX8, which is an awesome radio because it's so easy to connect to my computer. All I need is the included USB and I plug it right in and put it into flight simulator mode, and my computer picks it up as a controller automatically. And I am going to be running my flight simulator, which is going to be RealFlight 9.5, available from Horizon Hobby. Now, before I go any further, I do want to make this note that this is not an advertisement. I am not being sponsored by Horizon Hobby or the makers of RealFlight, and this is an unbiased review or opinion from an amateur pilot, so that you know you are getting the real deal. Okay, so what I want to do is I just kind of want to show you the simulator and basically how I use it to keep my fingers and my muscle memory intact, especially with my brand new controller, which I don't have much time on. Now, I should note that simulators are not the real thing. They are just that. They're simulators. They are not substitutions for actual flying. They are simulators. So please, please, please don't pick up RealFlight 9.5 with the expectation of becoming an expert pilot. This is nothing more than a simulation of radio-controlled flight with a ton of different planes offered from eFlight, which are sold by Horizon Hobby for you to kind of, try, crack up, and get your thumbs used to the movements, like I said, the muscle memory on your sticks. But nothing will substitute for the actual real flight. That's when you're going to put in the time, and that's when you're really going to get a good understanding of the plane you're flying, which is an individual in itself, the environment and dealing with that, and just becoming more experienced. But this is still good fun. So let's check out this program. All right. So really quick, this program can do a ton, and I'm not going to go into all of the details and bore you with it. But there is like a quick toggle switch on the side here, which I use more often than not to help me with this simulator. So for example, if I click on this top one here, this is going to give me a scenario. Maybe I want to do an aero tow or an acrobatic advanced, acrobatic beginner, Bayou Beaver, beginner airplane training. So this is like a good place to go if you, just want some kind of simulation given to you instead of like customizing it and going through all the settings and finding a very specific, measure or experience. This is just like a quick pick. So for example, let's see here, float flying, FPV racing. I don't know, what would be the most, applicable to what I do as an amateur pilot that flies remote control planes mostly. I mean, as you can see, there are just like a ton of scenarios here. So let's see. And if you click on one, you get to understand what it is. Like, for example, I have no idea what X Factor is. So let's see here. X Factor. Experience the Mammoth, XB quadcopter 1260, and it's stacked pairs of 28-inch props. So I guess this is like flying a quad, but like a really big quad. And then it looks like control your camera, tilt via channel 6 knob, explore everything there is to see above and below the decks of the aircraft carrier. Okay, so you're kind of like flying around an aircraft carrier. That's pretty cool. You could do some pattern practice with an F3A style precision acrobatics. Requires a capable airplane in a nice open area. Take to the limitless blue skies of Evergreen Airport with this 55-inch performer from Futaba. Ooh, that looks like fun. Nothing I would do. I'm not that showy. Let's see. Joyride. What has gotten into the tow pilot? He'll take you up to an altitude, but first you must hang on during his game to follow the leader. The tow line breaks under too much force, so you must carefully manage the tension as you fly. All right, so I don't really have a sailplane, not applicable. But as you can see, it's got a ton of things here. So you know what? I'm gonna just kind of pick a plane. Guess I gotta X out that. And I'm just gonna quickly show you all the crazy lists here of planes they have. And you can see it's actually pretty long. Some of the planes are offered by Horizon Hobby, some of them are not. Like, you know the E-flights are going to be Horizon Hobby. There's some electrics, there's extras. There's an F-86 Saber. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Fly Zone's in there. They got some Futabas, some GBs. No, I think for my first plane, I'm gonna fly the GB2. I don't have one, but it's actually a pretty cool plane. So I'm gonna hit fly here. And you know what? I don't fly on pavement, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch this up. And I'm gonna find something where there's more grass involved. This looks like good fun. All right, so we're gonna load Alpine Meadow. Let's give this a go. Okay, so my timer is set to 5 minutes, and yeah, this is like pretty much what I have going on here. I got some sporadic grass. It's definitely not like perfect. And it's wide open, which is great. All right, here we go, going up. Wow, that was very uneventful. Oh, look at that backdrop, that's beautiful. This is the first time I've actually flown this area, so I'm pretty impressed so far. So as you can see, yeah, this is me flying the GB. I haven't flown this plane before, but you know what? It flies a lot like a trainer. It's really docile. Look at this. Even inverted flight, nothing. Pretty cool. All the way around inflated. Inverted, excuse me. Alright, let's bring it back around. See if we can do a nice big loop. Yeah, this is nice. So small stick movements. I'm not really playing with dual rates right now. This plane doesn't have any flaps or any landing gear, so it's like really simple to fly. I like that because that's definitely my style of flying. So something good about the flight simulator, I feel like if you are struggling with a particular, I guess, aspect of your flight, like gliding or landing, like this definitely kind of helps you out with, I guess, practicing your approaches. Again, it's not the real thing, so don't expect everything that's happening in the simulator to happen in real life, but it's I gotta admit, it's actually pretty good. Tails up, lift up slowly. It also gets you used to, I guess, like more general rules that you follow regardless. Like, for example, I have a timer right now on my remote that is set for 5 minutes. There is a small little screen there with the nav guides that kind of give me the speed of the plane, the altitude, the battery, and if I wanted to, I could set the battery milliamp hours to the actual battery that I would be flying, like a 2200 3-cell or a 4000 6-cell, so it's more realistic, and then kind of fly my plane to the point where it starts buzzing and then know that I have to start practicing my landing. So I kind of get used to these, I guess, these cues that I would normally have to follow in real life in any situation, right? Also, I guess you can also practice like dead sticking it, so kind of flying around, chopping the throttle, and then, you know, dealing with that should you have to land in an emergency situation. This GB is cool. I wonder where I can find one of these. If this flies actually this way in real life, this is such a simple plane. Let's see if I can get a touch and go going on here. Another thing you should know, that my timer on my remote is set so that if the throttle is below 15%, it kind of kicks off the timer. It stops the timer, I should say. It doesn't kick off. So if I'm up there and I want to kind of like glide around, I'm actually getting a little bit more than 5 minutes. I know some people are going to be like, but it's still using battery, Captain Manny. Yeah, I know, but it's not using nearly as much battery as if the throttle was on, so. Pretty cool. Yeah, this is a lot of fun. All right, I think I'm going to bring it in for a final approach. I have 1:58 left on my timer. Landing. And I'm going to kind of just guide it in a little bit. Right in front of me. Beautiful. The other thing I've kind of noticed with this is if you're really hard on a landing or on a plane, most times than not, the plane's going to be in one piece, meaning you won't have like your landing gear shove in or collapse on you, or any other adverse things that would normally happen at the field, because I mean they are foam planes with giant batteries in them, so yeah, don't expect them to behave, like I said, the same way they do in the simulator in real life, but it's good fun. All right, let's switch it up. Let's do something different. Okay. So I'm gonna go back here and let's change the plane. So something I am still struggling with, and I'm not gonna lie about it, is the EDFs. I haven't been really practicing much with them. I did just get my first 70mm, which is an free wing F-35, and I love it. However, the rough grass it's brutal on my landing gear. It's already sheared my landing gear twice. I had to learn the hard way that I need to be on like perfect grass runway or on concrete to use it. But I do know like the 80 and the 90mm EDFs handle grass fairly okay. So I'm just gonna kind of go through here and see if I can find something I can use. Let's see, the Thunderbolt is a 64mm. That's a pretty cool plane. I'm looking for the Havoc. Okay, so here's the Havoc XE 80mm, and my friend actually just gave me this plane, so I'm super excited to take it up. However, it does need some love. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my timer here and set it for 3 minutes, which is probably the appropriate time that I would fly this plane anyway. Okay, so I got a 3-minute timer on, and I'm on grass. Going up. Oh, you know what? Let me put some flaps down into this bad boy. It's so weird that it's like that on its butt like that. I don't know why it is. Alright, just took right up. Flaps up. Gear up. Oh, you know what? And it's in safe, which is kind of cool. Which I did notice that this plane was safe. So that kind of takes a little bit of the fear out of flying this plane. Now I just chopped the throttle to see like the glide slope on this plane with safe on. And safe is actually really cool because it will maintain that positive attitude on you no matter what throttle you have on it, which is great. All right, so I'm back on. I'm still flying with safe. Let's see if I'm gonna do a low pass here. Low and slow. Beautiful. Alright, I think I'm gonna take my safe and bring it down. Ooh. Okay, so now I have AS3X, unlimited flight envelope, and I can do pretty much anything I want with this plane. So I'm kind of just learning now basically the way it reacts to my flying here. Let's see here. She's fast. Oh, that shifting camera angle is a little crazy. Kind of throws me off for a loop there. Alright, let's punch it. 106. Not bad. Let's take it back around. Going up. And back down. Just glide it right in. Oh, that's pretty. All right, I've never landed this plane before. So I am a little scared. All right, I know it's just a simulator. Calm down, Pilot Manny. Okay, so I'm gonna bring it in. I've lined it up. Whoa. Let's see. Flaps down, full. Gear down. And I'm gonna kind of just fly it back around. Nice and slow. There goes my timer. And flare. Alright. Not too bad. Came down in one piece. Alright, let's see. If I could take it off without safe on. Going up. Nice. Flaps up. Gear up. Half throttle. Okay, so right now I have about 40 seconds left on my timer. I just glanced down. So I could probably go around maybe one more time, slow it down, and do another approach. Oh god, lost orientation. Whew. Well, that wasn't too much fun. Spacebar, and let's go again. One thing I've noticed about RealFlight, and I'm flying, just so you know, it's like a 15-inch monitor, and I'm pretty close to it, so it's not like I'm struggling to see the screen, but the detail you get from flying on this, especially looking at things at a distance, it's not the same like in real life. You could definitely see more. And then this is like a bright green plane, so there's definitely high visibility involved. But, all right, going up. Let's see if I can try this again. Flaps, gear. That was weird. I wonder why I lost. So you know what I need to learn to do? Like next time I lose orientation like that, I need to kind of learn to turn my safe back on. Okay, so I chopped throttle because I was getting buzzed. That's a lot of speed. Okay. Full flaps. And there goes my timer. So I'm going to chop my throttle and just kind of glide it in. And let's see if I can kind of bring it in, just gliding. Nice. Alright, so right now I have about 4,000 milliamp hours left on this battery. Now, of course, this is not real. If I wanted to make it real, I probably should change those batteries. Okay, so yeah, I started with 4,400 milliamp hours, and I believe I can change this. So this is battery remaining, energy remaining. So, you know, I'm going to change it to energy remaining percentage left. So I guess I could see that. Let's see here. Okay. So now I have the percentage, which is cool because like when you do your battery checks, right, you kind of don't really look at the milliamp hours, you look at the percentage, and you always want to have like a good 20% left on your battery. So I guess that's pretty good. I have no idea why it's sitting back like that. That is so strange. Okay, take off flaps. Gear is down. Let's give it a go. 3 minutes. Man, if she takes off this easy on grass, I'm going to be super stoked. I'm still flying in AS3X. I don't have my safe mode on. I'm just kind of pipping around the field at... Oh, dropped the wing there. At about half throttle. I know, I'm not talking a lot. I'm really concentrating and not crashing this plane. And it's really silly because it's like, it's just a simulator. Go easy. I know. Oh. Almost nailed those trees. Drop the throttle, nice little pass. Wow, that was really close. I don't know if you can hit yourself in this simulator, but that was really close. I'm pretty sure if this was real, I probably would have taken my nose off or something like that. Not bad, not bad. I'm liking it. This is a fast plane. Give me like half throttle and I'm cooking at 90 miles an hour. That was pretty cool. And this thing tracks like it's on rails, by the way. Like inverted or upright, it's so easy to fly. And I think it has a lot to do with the speed that it has. Alright, so I'm gonna kind of come back around here. I'll have to bleed off some speed on the next pass. Oh god. And try to land here. Okay, so gear down. Dropping it down about 15, but just below 15% actually. And I'm gonna start landing from right to left like I did before. Full flaps. Chop the throttle, and way too high. Ooh. A little bit of a bounce. See, like something like that, I feel like I would have taken off some landing gear or the nose would have cracked. I think that was just way too rough. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Come back around. Let's give it another go. Going up. We got about 40 seconds left. Okay, so here's the thing I question. It's telling me I have 63% left battery on a 4400 milliamp hour pack. And I just, for some reason, that just doesn't sound right to me. I feel like if I'm flying with a 44, like even a 4000 pack, that battery would be way lower. Okay, flaps up. I'm gonna come back around again. I'm gonna try my landing. So that was a dirty pass. The landing gear is already down. There goes my timer. Full flaps. I'm gonna chop throttle on this turn. Hopefully bleed off some speed. And I'm just gonna glide it. The glide slope on this is awesome. This plane just glides so well. Perfect. On the mains. Alright, well, there is a quick review, or quick, I guess, preview of RealFlight 9.5. Now, this can obviously do so much more. There is wind you can add, crosswinds. You can change the environment to something a little bit more hazardous. There are trials. There's even training involved. And, like, there's just a ton of things you can do. I know you saw me kind of flying one plane twice and another plane once in kind of, like, similar situations on a perfect sunny day, which is probably what most of us really aim for. But the reality is, we don't really fly every day on a perfect day. Most of the time, I feel like I'm flying in a crosswind of like 5 to 10, if I can help it. But yes, this is a great way to kill time, a great way to keep your muscle memory good. And you know what? I feel like if you want to try a plane, or if you just bought a plane and this plane's on the list of models to try in a simulation, definitely have at it. Maybe it'll give you at least some idea of how to handle it in a real situation. But again, it is no substitute for actually flying the plane. So I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for joining the channel. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more content, subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye.